Are we started?
Yep, we're starting.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I forgot to ask you.
you could do the first bit then.
Sure. Not very great, but I'll give it a try. Welcome to the 5th Newcomers Tournament, Group C, Game 1. We have status rep, Spat, Cat, and Demi, and here with us, the other caster here is Morgan.
Hello, Hexbus.
Okay, so how's the map?
There's not much water. There's a little patch of aluminium and water. I mean, there's some lovely scavenger spots, but no scavenger colony available. Possibly an elite.
Yeah, and
That'd be a nice elite,
all
actually.
6 factions supposed to be available. You're right. My bad.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me restart.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
a
bit of a cop out. Oh well.
Oops.
Never mind. Pretend you didn't see the map.
Yep, pretend we didn't see the map. Yeah, Cat is right. All HQ is on. It says so. Yeah, it is. Forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't realise, sorry.
That's okay. I mean, both of us miss it, so it's not much anyone's fault. No, things happen.
Turn us to obs then.
It's not a big deal, I mean, since they all get to see the map.
Yes, it'll be fine.
Sorry about that. And you know, when they include all the HQ, the map changes a bit too. So
yeah, make us observers then.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
I forget that sometimes.
Yep, it's nice that you thank you for reminding us.
That's alright.
The map is different a bit. The map differs a bit. And let me make sure we are on observers. Nomads are OP. Nomads are quite OP on Mars. Usually that's the consensus. I have problem playing Nomad myself, but in the hands of better players, they are really good. Right here. Okay, let's check in. Include all HQ, yeah, start delay, count the class, look right. If you are not familiar with the new HQ, you can stick with the old ones.
Let's go then.
Let's go. Okay, welcome to the 5th Newcomers Tournament, Group C, Game 1. Here we have Cat, status rep, Spat, and Demi. And here along with me is Morgan.
Hello, Hexbus.
Hello.
Yes, well, there seems to be a lot of decent spots here. I mean, only one little patch of water, which I would expect somebody should really grab that. Maybe Nomad could grab that and grab some silicon.
Expensive works too. Yeah, expensive works pretty well, you know.
Or even a scavenger. I might scavenger that instead.
Scavenger? There are no nukes, so yeah, scavenger might work too. A bit slower to the start. I mean, I like go expensive and then grab the 12 tiles.
Yeah, nice, I think it's about grabbing the water though, isn't it? Whoever grabs that patch of water is going to be...
Oh, you can always grab the other patch using a nomad, right? So.
Because the water on this one's dreadful.
So Cat seems like having a problem picking spot. There's still more water to the top left, but not much silicon left.
No, that water's a bit far away.
A bit far away.
Shipping's going to be an issue.
So Cat decided to went for a scavenger. It's alright.
Yeah, it's again going to be shipping everything in.
Yeah.
Ship the water in, ship the aluminium in. I'm not really keen on that. I mean, Spec
but
kind of had the best water and aluminium patch, but he's, instead of going for silicon, decided to go for some carbon, which...
Yeah, that's a bit strange. He definitely need more silicon.
Well, yeah, carbon's no good. Need silicon for Nomad. Stimmy seems to be best positioned.
Okay. Someone got the... no? Like, now that they're HQ2, they should look at the black market. Is 5 in the queen. It's very nice pickup for them.
Yeah, claims are cheap. Definitely pick some claims up.
Okay, this I can't agree with. Cat's going with 2 aluminum mines. That's way too much commitment. I mean, if she went for a high aluminum and a low aluminum on the other side, she can turn those into a wind turbine. But now she will just stuck with a high and medium aluminum. Just way too much.
Yeah, that's a little trick, isn't it? Which makes a big difference. As you say, I mean, it's not so bad when claims on the market, but I would have much preferred, as you say, go for the high and the low, and then wind turbine later on. Moving into glass kilns as well, which is nice, but hasn't secured any silicon. And all the silicon, I think, is over the other side of the map. Just there's a few bits down by Stasis, the expansive. Seems to have recovered a bit.
Yeah.
But these expansives, I mean, they need to get into something like food, a little bit more food, or the price of steel.
So we see a black magic tile when food. It's not going to do much. I mean, it will pay down your debt a bit, maybe not even. And you won't make money off it. So he may be better off, maybe build 2 food or just grab more steel. Either way, it'd be better. And he didn't go for the God Tower, surprisingly.
Yeah. The 2 expansives worry me because steel's not worth anything. They need quite a lot of expensive glass to get to HQ3.
They will have a tough time upgrading. So maybe for starters, if he find a bit towards the south, grab the silicon and mix glass instead of steel, starters will be in a much better position.
Yeah, Spec's moved into a couple of wind turbines, which is reasonably good. He's got a little bit of silicon.
And they really need to start using black market. A lot of newcomers not used to it, but you should cranes 4.5k and goons for 2k, Newton for 2k. Just grab something. They are cheap and good.
Yeah, not everybody. It's not a huge amount of money floating about, but a couple of people have definitely got cool down there and the money in the bank.
Especially for the cat, right? She can definitely need to use the black market using her scavenger advantage. What do you think about Stardust grabbing the medium water?
Well, it's a long way to ship it. He's got some adjacency to it. I mean, not a huge other option, really.
Well, there's an added benefit of cutting off the nomads, right? But is that really worth it? I'm not quite sure.
I don't know. He'd have to take the lows or a little bit nearer, which would be okay.
Yeah.
But look at the price of steel. $4 steel. How often did you see that? They're too expensive. You see, they've got no thing. They got no.
They got no money. They're stuck with steel. So like 90% of the time you can go with iron and steel and you'll be fine. But that's just like the other 10% of the time.
Yeah, for new players, the key for expansive is getting to HQ level 3 early. You've got to have a plan to get to 3. Once you're at 3, you've got enough claims that you can diversify a little bit and make money. But it's so important to get to HQ3.
Yeah. So Demi went to a geothermal plant at HQ2. Well, for still being that cheap, I can't blame him. But he's a bit in too much debt for it to make money.
Yeah, one of the expansives needs to get out of steel. I mean, there's more profitable things that they could be making.
Yeah. So Stardust Grab moved it into glass. Well, the cream can't save him, I guess. He can get more silicon and move more heavily into glass or electric or get more water.
Going to be a bit of a silicon spike at some point because Kat hasn't got any silicon coming in to support her glass kilns.
And the high silicon price is slowing down the nomads. It's kind of nice for the other, I guess.
Yeah, it's benefit there, I suppose. This spec's not looking too bad. He had a bit of a dodgy start. I didn't think he was going to do that well, but he hasn't really got a huge amount of silicon coming in. Not enough to really get anything done.
Yeah. Like so a Nomad, like a scavenger, you need at least a high and a low to get one working, I guess. And
Yeah,
you can actually you can actually overcommit to 3 lows, and that might work too, because you can return the crane. So there's more flexibility with Nomads, but one high silicon just not enough.
Nowhere near enough. He needs no adjacency either. Just bad. Being Nomad, he could have come down south here and at least had a high and a low together. Stole it from the expansive. Stasis seems to be doing about the best, along with Cat.
Yeah, Cat's already got a teleportation while we were talking about the others. So that's a very good pickup for her. She can teleport the water, and she can reuse the aluminum tiles.
Yeah, a necessary pickup, I think.
Yeah, I don't like how she built into a block of 5 buildings. She could have split them up into 3 reactors and then 2 food on the right side. That way she is less prone to black market attacks, which is still really cheap right now.
Yes, a 3 grand EMP down on those farms of reactors, and she's not making very much money.
4.5 cranes, like, how can you not pick up cranes?
And not using a painted lab either, unfortunately, just
sitting there.
Yeah, it needs to be used all the time if you're going to build it.
Okay.
Otherwise, what's the point? Again, nobody seems to want to buy or get any silicon. Dimmy going a long way with his slight drilling that he picked up.
Yeah, Stardust also can scrap out one of his glass pans and then change it into a high silicon as well. He didn't do it.
Yeah, Dimmy seems to be quite well placed. He's certainly got the cash advantage. Cat has got a little bit of silicon coming in from a mutiny, but not enough. There's money to be made, I think, for the expensive.
321 pressure though, that's pretty nice. And now that they block off the habitat, right, it grows around the first pressure dome, so it'll be really nice money for status.
Yeah, that's going to be quite nice. 2 expansives in there, so it's well worth building it. Nobody's really got enough money to stop Dimmy going up to HQ level 5. He needs to, I think, exploit his silicon a little bit more. If he could get another silicon slant drilling quarry down, that would be fantastic for him.
Yeah.
And he needs to do something with his water as well. He has got a decent amount of water coming in, slant drilled as well, so I'd say Dimmy's probably in about the best position at the moment. 24k, 28k. Dimmy's gonna have to be a bit careful of his debt.
Well, with how debt cheap is alright.
Yeah, it's life support debt, really.
True. People notice the scary level 5 HQ level 5 expensive and attack the arena on him.
Black market as well, everything's just so cheap. Look at that claim for 4.5k.
It's still sitting there.
I mean, they should have been snapped up a lot earlier.
There's also cook the books if Dimmy's debt is really out of control.
Kick the books is a good option, but I'd rather have a claim for 4.5 myself.
Me too.
Put that to good use. The earlier you get that, the better. So Cat and Dimmy doing about the best. Cat, well, doesn't seem to have done anything with her. Well, she has got nanotechnology from her patent lab, but not been well utilised. That going into an optimization center. Cat has some chemicals somewhere.
Where's her aluminum was?
Ah, that's good use of teleportation there, I'm thinking.
Yep. But with water price that high.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a hacker. Right?
Hacker raised just south of Colony.
Yeah.
Going for a water shortage.
Interesting pick. Oh, I guess that's why she EMP water earlier. I guess she'll need more EMP if she wants to water market.
I haven't much looked at the Nomad spec. Who's really bogarted all the water. He has got an upgrade available if he wants it, but if he does take it, he's possibly going to be vulnerable to a majority buy. Dimmy or Cat probably got enough to take out spec if he upgrades without securing a little bit of his stock. Some pirates coming down for the silicon.
And the water, I guess.
I really would have liked to see Gimme get an extra silicon up there. I mean, 4,500 claims, why not?
Yeah. Going into spec. Spec need to realize that he's been bought out. Seems like he doesn't. And Cat will
not making any defensive maneuvers there. He's got the money.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very big win for Cat. Having an extra sub.
And Dimmy's Tower's got an Offworld market up. Let's have a look.
Is it worth it?
Yes. Food's $500 launch, but profit's only 21k. Best is about 02 at 24, which not to be sneezed at.
I'm a bit skeptical about the Offworld. I mean, like with black market being that cheap, people just keep attacking it.
Well, it's a bit of a risk, but I mean, there's really only mutinies there. Goons are still cheap. I don't think anybody's really going to be getting aggressive against the off-world market, so I think it's a safe build, but I do question building it over here at the colony when there's only one single warehouse.
Well, no, just pray for his luck. You'll spend one more and get 20%.
Definitely want to see Dimmy, as I said earlier, get another silicon down.
And it seems like the game wants him to get another silicon. Just gave the claim to everyone. Completely EMP stuns. I like it.
He's just shut down totally, isn't he?
Yeah, with the black market being that shit, right? It's nice to be a scavenger.
Yes, although we haven't really seen the scavenger using a huge amount of black market, I don't think. Having a quick check. 2 pirates, 2 AMPs, 1 mutiny, 1 goon. 7 uses compared to 9 the expansives. At least Dimmy's been buying a couple of claims. Nobody else has bothered, which is a real shame.
Really the claim is still 4.5k.
Yeah, 4.5k at this point.
It would be really nice for the scavenger to pick up more claims. I mean, it will.
That's it.
Yeah, it will close the gap between the scavenger and the expensive. Yeah.
That's it. The scavenger needs the claims.
Yeah.
The Cat's moving into an off-world market as well.
It's really cheap for her. 46k. So in 2 launches, you get your money back.
That's well worth it.
Well worth it indeed.
I think Dimmy is probably a little bit ahead. Stasis and Dimmy buying into Cat. Well, the Cat has got a decent share price. Hopefully we'll see Dimmy and Stasis work together to take out Cat, the leader. And then if Dimmy does manage to get rid of Cat, then he's looking pretty good to take this game.
Yeah, but to be honest, I think Dimmy has a better earning potential than Cat, so I will actually think Dimmy is doing better than Cat, in a sense. Like, he is inexpensive, he got water income, he can move into those life support really easily, he got a optimization up, and he got patterns. He got virtual reality. That's very good. And Think Machine coming up.
Yes, he is in a good position. Cat's probably got a little bit better optimizations than him, but that off-world market, Water's now a decent launch, 36k profit. So, yeah,
9,000 cranes. But if she could have just bought one for 4.5, half the price.
Perfect. Yeah, well, why not have 2? I mean, why buy Goon Squads when you can buy claims?
I know, right? And for her, right? She got teleportation. She can just build anywhere she wants, right? She can build outside of the crater, then she's not vulnerable to attacks. And there's like, there's no point of adding on to there. Just more EMP. Well, EMP is 30k, so I guess it's alright. Not that many EMPs gonna win on her.
Yeah, but Dimmy, I think, definitely in the lead here, and the game deciding an extra claim is appropriate for everybody.
This game is pretty generous with claims. They have 5 claims, and they have, I think that's like the second or third claim that they gave out.
Yeah, it's well worth it.
So Stardust is hacking silicon out, but auto selling at the same time. So when you want to hack something, right, you should always keep the stockpile. And I don't think silicon is a good hack because the sub AI is gathering it, and so is Dimmy. So you don't have the monopoly on this on that resource. So silicon is definitely not a good hack. You might actually end up giving you more money to your competitors than yourself.
Yeah, I think really Power's probably about the best hack.
But he doesn't have enough power production, so... Well, I guess in the morning he will.
Yeah, those 3 solar panels that come online do quite well.
You can also try hacking electronics since no one's in that market. I'm surprised that Catch is not moving on to another... Oh. It's not moving on to another Offworld.
She's showing 2 Offworlds for me. She's building one at the colony where the aggro array was.
Oh, right.
Whether that's a good idea or not.
Well, you can't do much of hacker array since almost all the markets are covered, so it's alright.
Yeah, Dimmy struggling a little bit to make money. He's got some glass optimizations going through, but doesn't have any glass factories down.
So,
which slightly problematic. Oh, somebody bought a claim.
Yay.
Let's have a look. Dimmy bought all 3 claims in this game.
Well done. Well done.
Hopefully that's the floodgates opened. Hopefully he'll be buying claims all the time now.
Yeah. I mean, they got lost cash to spare. There's no reason to not use the 5 claim or cook the book. Dimmy, one strange thing that I want to point out to Dimmy, he got Thinking Machine, right? So maybe ages ago Thinking Machine applies to the whole map. Now Thinking Machine only applies to the what are those called? To
tiles
the tiles
adjacent
to your HQ. So he built both Offworlds away from his base, right? Away from his adjacent tiles. So he's not really benefiting from the Offworld. I mean, from the Thinking Machine.
He's not at all.
Yeah.
That Offworld really should be next to the base,
yeah.
Just to get the protection from Thinking Machines, as Expo said. I expect he wants to use the Goon Squad, because Goon Squad's quite expensive, so he's just built it under a Goon Squad, which isn't the best idea. And I'm not sure why there's a glass kiln here with his farms. That's a little bit silly.
Well, farm is dead, but Cat is still in farm, so she really should move into something else, like
yeah, Cat's just not making enough money from her claims.
Yeah, like change 1 to reactors, change some to electronics maybe, and then try to get a iron tile so that they can't break iron, and create steel, or hacker array to counter the steel market. There's a bunch of stuff she could do.
Yes, maybe running for Offworlds a bit earlier, if that was going to be the strategy, would have been the best idea.
Yeah.
I think as a scavenger you need to be focused on your end game.
Yeah.
Because you don't get many claims, so if you can rush Offworlds and get them up and running, then you've got a good chance to buy somebody out.
Going to steal right now. That's a strange thing.
With no iron coming in,
yeah,
the steel mills aren't profitable for very long.
I guess the GCC bonus kind of fixed the profitability problem, but it won't last long because consuming 5 iron per second.
Dimmy, well, he needs. How much does he need? Another 10% almost, 12%, 11%.
Seems like this game would be Dimmy's.
Yeah, I think so. Once he cleans Cat up, I don't think it's going to take too long. Cat bought us some shares in Stasis, which is going to go to Dimmy when he buys her out. He's going to get an extra 2 claims for himself. He could also buy a claim off the black market for 6k. Absolute bargain.
Yeah.
There we go. Dimmy has a red button if he should wish it. Or he should have. Just time it.
Yeah. We're probably just waiting for the launch.
Yeah, it just needs another few thousand.
There we go.
And there we go. Easy cleanup, I think, on Stasis. Yep. Stasis late, I think, to get into HQ5.
I think the launch shipping from the water actually slowed him down quite a bit. And actually, what really slowed him down is the steel. He was making steel in HQ2 and 1 when steel was like $3. So that really slowed him down.
Yeah, it's so much better to go into something that's making money rather than making $5 steel.
Indeed.
Get the best use out of your claims, which sometimes, usually it's the upgrade resources, isn't it? But sometimes you've got to look at the markets and say, wow, there's so much potential profit I'm missing out by making steel.
Well, since the maps are hand-picked by Philopanet and Noxy, right? So maybe Philopanet want to throw this one in just to remind people that it's not always the best idea to just produce the upgraded material. You should focus on making money instead.
Yes. Yes, you should. Always go for the profits. Sometimes it's in other things and you can just buy your upgrade resources.
Yeah.
Other times, well, you need to build them. There we go, Timmy's about halfway to taking over Stasis.
Since time is a tiebreaker, he can sell out his 2 stocks to finish off the game quicker.
Wow, another claim.
That's like the 4th or the 5th claims.
It's been pretty generous, isn't it, the game?
Very generous. That's why the prices tend to be pretty low, because people have enough claims to produce stuff for the economy.
Yeah, and 2 expansives as well. Yeah. Another claim just went off the black market, which is good. It's still ending the game though with claims for $10,000. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Usually I see games like 50k is the last claim, like 30k is the last claim that people pick up, and 50k is the end game value of the claim.
Exactly.
10k, that's really cheap.
This 10k claim should have been bought, well, right at the start of the game. Yep. There we go. Well done, Dimmy.
Okay,
good little cleanup.
Okay.
Let's have a little look at
the charts. Dimmy sold the most Offworld. I think Dimmy was the first person going to Offworld, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Cat was the second, and Stasis was third.
4 claims. So Dimmy bought 4 claims. Yeah, claims are really good. I wouldn't be too surprised if Dimmy won because he bought all 4 claims. There are other reasons as well, but you know, this is pretty major. 4 claims over everyone else, and you're being expensive. You know, they can't do much to outproduce you.
That's always a good strategy, isn't it? Being expansive. If you've got the resources close to you, just because you get so many more claims as expansive. It's difficult. Cat, I think, stalled out a little bit at the end because it's quite difficult to end game a scavenger. You need to be quite focused. I think she needed to move into Offworlds a lot earlier than she actually did to really focus that late game scavenger or buy extra claims. There are a lot of cheap claims available, so you could have made up the difference between the expansive and the scavenger by buying in the claims.
Yep.
So Spec, I think, really suffered because he didn't prioritize silicon to start with. You really do need a lot of silicon as a nomad player just to get through those upgrades, and he didn't get it, so struggled a lot.
Yeah. So instead of a second base at the carbon, where the carbon is, he really should have put one just south of status, where the silicons are. Or, you know, if you want to keep everything on one screen, if there's a power to that, you can put one just north of your base, get one medium, one separate medium, and separate high. It's not best, but still a lot better than putting one base at where the carbon is. You really need the silicon.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Okay, so on to the next game. I'll put a brick on my screen.